that thing that happens when you're outside, especially here in the Lower Mainland. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And being able to take students who often don't leave a couple kilometer radius of where they live to take them to places that they would have never experienced, even though sometimes it's cold, sometimes there's mosquitoes, sometimes it's uncomfortable, but I find it's kind of like these things that make life uncomfortable really draws out the rawness of who we are. Being outdoors is uncomfortable. Volunteering is uncomfortable because you're pushed to do something different, something unfamiliar. We really encourage our students to be safe in what's uncomfortable, because every time we've taken them and done something that has challenged them, they look back at that like, I can't believe I did this, or did you know what I just did? And you see that they light up a bit. Whether we're going caving or rock climbing or whitewater rafting or biking or tree planting, not tree planting, but biking or, no, we did do tree planting. Like, they're super nervous and anxious before that happens. Then afterwards, they are like, that was amazing.
Being in a Learn to Lead group, like, it's unique. We have a blast with it.
You can trust everyone around you and you can just go out and be yourself. You don't have to be like, oh no, I slipped. Oh no, they're gonna make fun of me. Like, they'll just help you back up and be like, okay, well, let's walk you along.
We go out, we volunteer, we do a whole bunch of like really cool new things. It's more hands-on. You get to experience everything like within a different perspective.
One of my favorite was probably when we went caving. It was definitely interesting because me and Danny are both, quite big, so trying to fit through little gaps and stuff, a little difficult. But, we got through it, and it's probably one of my favorite outdoor experiences to date.
So the students that we bring in are people who show leadership skills, and they may not be using their leadership skills at the best of their abilities. Most of our students just do not like coming to school.
Some of our students come from challenging backgrounds, other of them come from amazing backgrounds. Some of our students struggle with anxiety, depression, some with substance abuse, but that's not who they are. Like, who they are youth who are trying to figure out who they are in this world.
We're in an alternate school, so people tend to look on us a little bit, with a little bit of hesitation towards stuff. So it's nice that we get to go out and do stuff for the community and they see, hey, maybe they're not that bad.
Yeah, like being able to have like the satisfaction of, I helped with this and someone benefited from it.
We do weekly resiliency groups. We'll be teaching communication skills, conflict management. What does it mean to be a leader? There's nothing that we can do to stop storms from happening in the lives of these youth. Storms happen before they met us, storms happen during, and storms will happen afterwards. So the aim of the program is to build that ability to weather that storm.
You get the resiliency groups. You get to be able to talk about how your week was. If it was a pretty down week, you have a whole group to talk about that too.
We just talk about what happened in the week, catch up, so that maybe some of us in the group could help others cheer up if they have a bad week or something.
The other day we talked about stress, so you get to learn about other stuff that's going on that you can impact your life.
And just seeing them go from, I feel like breaking down every time I have to share something, to being free to share. So it's almost like those little tweaks that are going to have large impacts later down the road.
When I build trust with certain students that can come to me about anything, and it's being able to have that trust and seeing them kind of look up to me as a mentor is a big part.
When I first joined, I thought it was, some, group, a bunch of people, that kind of thing. But as it got on, I realized that these guys are more like a second family to me, and I probably trust these guys more than most people.
You kind of just have something in common with everyone. Even if, you feel like you don't, you do.
Now that I'm in Learn to Lead, I find that I can actually go out and have fun in my life and go rock climbing or camping.
It just feels good. The VPs and principal at my school, they're like, who's this new Kyle that came out for this year? We like him. He's better. If we want to be a leader, we can. And if people want to look up to us, they can. We're the ones taking everything into our own hands.
That pinnacle moment of, do I take this leap or do I not? Where they know that whether they do it or they don't, that they'll still be accepted by us.
It's nice to be able to know that they're there for you no matter what the cause is.
I always feel like if I ever need them, they're here for me. Inside Learning to Lead and out, they'll just be a person to fall back onto.
I see them coming to the end of something, and it's hard. It's gonna be hard to say goodbye, but it's also awesome. It's powerful. It's you're ready for this next adventure. And nothing that we would have done or didn't do, but you have brought yourself to a point of even greater success, of being more resilient through life.